Hey guys, just a quick one to show you how to use tradingview.com, the charting software. Alright, so on the top here, where's my drawing tool? On the top here, we've got the name of the ticker or whatever it is you're looking at trading. So that's over there. If I can get the right tool, it's over there. And it's called Gold Spot, and on the right hand side is my watch list, and this will show you all the whatever it is you're trading with and add it. So if you want to add something new to your charts, you just click the plus button at the top and you can add a new one. Let's say Eurozone, and then whatever it is. if it's a crypto like link or whatever those things, you type it in, it'll come up here with it's a crypto or what it is. You can click the little plus sign and that'll get added to your watch list. Okay, so I obviously trade Forex, but I also have my crypto stuff down here. So it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple. Now, how do I use my drawing tools? Okay, so normally if I look at this chart, what do you see? Well, I didn't see anything because it doesn't make any sense. But once you do make sense of where you're going, you can add the lines and the drawings and things like that to make it clearer. So how do I add these drawings? So on the top here, if I just look at this, if I hold my button down, I can have a line, horizontal line, and so on. The ones I use the most obviously is the trend line. So I click where it starts, and you don't have to hold the mouse down, and you can say, okay, there's a trend line. Let go of the mouse. If you don't like that dotted whatever, you can double click it. You can make it under styles, make sure it's a straight line, choose your color, and so on. And then you've got your line. If you like to copy this line, you just hover mouse over, hold Control key, and you can click and drag it up to wherever you want it to be. And there we've got a channel. So if I want to use an arrow, I just go in this list and find arrow, and I say, okay, because this went up to there, I'm going to click and drag it, and I believe this will now go to there. So now I've got my 1, 2, 3, there's my target level right there. Okay. If I want to look at squares, remember I draw my blue boxes so I know where my targets are. Same with all these other tools on the side. These ones I don't use at all, ever, but this one just switches it off and switches it on again. So the main thing is those icons, those arrows and blocks and whatever. If you want to use cool stuff like Fibonacci, if you know who and what Fibonacci is all about, then let me just get rid of this here. Okay, let me just show you how to use Fibonacci. Okay, maybe I should use another tool. Let's look at the FTSE, which was a very good trade today. I took it up to over there. I took my profit, so it worked out very nicely. Now let's say this is my up move, and then I've got a correction down move. If I want to measure the retracement, so I start at the bottom and I go and I line it up to the top here. So as soon as I find the top there, I'll let go, and then this shows me a 38% retracement, 50% retracement, and a 618 retracement. And this one hit the 786 retracement, which is sometimes quite rare. So most of the time, just so you know, the 618 retracement, that is your what we call the sweet spot. That is where things like to go up and come down to 618% and then carry on again. This is your very typical move in the market. So 618 is like the magic number. Okay, so I use Fibonacci a lot to make sure where my potential turning levels are. It doesn't say it's going to turn, yeah. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes it just keeps dropping, and then you're in trouble. But If you are sure that this is just a retracement, most of the time 618 area is where it will most likely happen. So have a look at that tool. What else we got here? So I'll just get rid of my Fibonacci retracement. That is in the middle here somewhere. There we go. Fib retracement. All right, Fib retracement. That's how you find that one. Everything else you can forget about. Don't worry about them. ABCs. This is my patterns I draw for my Elliott wave. So if it's a triangle, A, B, C, D, E. If it's an impulsive wave, which is your 5 waves, or if it's just your 3-wave correction, ABC or WXY. So as you can see, all these are 3 waves. So I go 1, 2, 3. Well, actually that's your W. Oh, this thing is going crazy now. That's your WXY. Oops, it's gone mad. ABC. So if I say this one started there, it retraced for my A, it then retraced for my B, and then made my final wave C. Oops, down there. C, A, B, C, and then you got your continuation. So if I double click on that tool, you can choose to have the wave on, so it actually shows you the lines, so you can see clearly the way it went. I like to have it off, otherwise mine is quite cluttered. And then you can also have different sizes. So instead of microwave or sub-micro, you can have it like a primary wave, so it'll be big letters or numbers, minor. So most of the time we're looking at micro, sub-minute structures anyway, so that's perfectly fine in that sort of size. Okay, so that's how you use that 1, 2, 3, 5 and ABC. Okay, so your 4 hours, I can change it to 1 hour chart. If I want to zoom in and see more detail, if I want to go to the daily, I use 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. Those are the main things. On a daily, you can see nicely the big structure of how things went. So that's our impulsive move down. So then we had 1, 2, 3 correction up. Okay, so this is how this thing is now working its way up. What are we looking at? This is a FTSE, so I'm not looking at gold anymore. That's why I'm confused. Okay, so if I know my stocks, this thing is going to do a nice correction. Let's draw a line here. So FTSE's been doing well for me this last week. So I'm just going to see where we are. Control, draw it up. So I mean, this thing could go 1, 2, 3, all the way up to here, when the stocks will then hopefully turn around and do a bit of a correction or move down. Okay, so let's look at oil. So on a daily, oil, it's gone all the way up and we're waiting for this correction, which is busy doing right now. Been doing it for days. It has now been A, B, C, but now it's doing more of a correction. So I'm expecting this to do a very quick, so 3 up there, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 up. Once it's done that flat, it's going to drop down for 1 more, and then it'll go up. So oil in the next few days, we'll look for buy opportunities at the lower end. Okay, so ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and there's your. I think that's all you need to know, really. If you wanted to send a picture to someone, so let's say, hey Shane, look at this picture. This is looking very good. I've drawn this. What do you think? You can take a picture of this. There's a camera. Obviously, you can use your built-in computer tools and snippets and whatever, or you can just click that and copy the TradingView link. If you send it to me, I can then open it up in my TradingView and I can see what you're talking about. Or you can just save the image and then you've got an actual image that you can email anyone else, your friends, and so on. I think that is it. Everything else, yeah, that's just obviously type of charts, and that don't have to mess with that. Candlesticks, if you want to use a line chart, which is useless, candlestick is still the best way. You can see exactly where it turned around and where it didn't. Okay, that's how you use TradingView. Thanks. for you guys, if you're serious about trading, I highly recommend you use TradingView. It is a free platform software. You just go to tradingview.com, create your account, free of charge, and you can then play around and actually see where things are going. So if you were then looking at Bitcoin, and you are looking at, let's see, by the way, let me mention this while we're here. If that's an A B, a C, a D, and E on Bitcoin, okay, like I said, we can still go down to 54 area. If that happens and it shoots up from here, then it's a nice triangle. And if I zoom out here, let's just look at this one here. If that is the height of my triangle, remember I showed you guys how a triangle works? Go up to the top there, that's your height of the triangle. This means once it leaves the triangle here, we're looking at a 77,000 target. So if this is an A, a B, a C, a D, and E, which looks like a triangle, this could potentially reach 77 before it comes down. But for now, obviously I'm just looking at anywhere around about 60 something, which would be good. But that would be a nice target. Okay, good luck.